All aboard MBR.org, the place to get all your high school and amateur sports news and information. MBR.org is in high gear with Maine high school winter sports. Go to MBR.org to chat about your favorite team. Find the latest articles, travel news, and cancellations. Or visit their all-new and very popular team pages. MBR.org has everything you want to know about high school and amateur sports in Maine. Coming in February, all the high school tournament action at your fingertips 24/7. It's high school sports heaven. All aboard MBR.org. All aboard MBR.org, the place to get all your high school and amateur sports news and information. MBR.org is in high gear with Maine high school winter sports. Go to MBR.org to chat about your favorite team. Find the latest articles, travel news, and cancellations. Or visit their all-new and very popular team pages. MBR.org has everything you want to know about high school and amateur sports in Maine. Coming in February, all the high school tournament action at your fingertips 24/7. It's high school sports heaven. All aboard MBR.org.
Falmouth Orthopedic Center, Central Maine Orthopedics, OA Centers for Orthopedics, all playing on the same team. Maine's top orthopedic practices have joined forces for more efficient and affordable orthopedic care. Introducing Spectrum Orthopedics.
From the front office staff to the medical technicians and the doctors, we're all playing on the same team. Discover Spectrum Healthcare Partners and the power of integrated specialty care. From the front office staff to the medical technicians and the doctors, we're all playing on the same team. Discover Spectrum Healthcare Partners and the power of integrated specialty care.
Life doesn't pause when you're in pain. We understand that you want to keep up. Don't stay sidelined from making some of life's best memories. Visit the orthopedic specialists at Spectrum Healthcare Partners. We're here to keep you out there.
Winslow, former defensive back for the Vikings. Tasker, welcome aboard.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad. Let's talk about this game. Bangor, the Bangor Rams, they come in 1-2. They lost to Edward Little to open the season, 35-6. They beat Wyndham 14-0, and they lost to Deering 12-7. So again, it's hard to know how many wins they're going to get this year, but I think that they're much improved, and I think as the season goes on, Coach Morris will have his team continue to play better, and I expect them, as the season goes along, to be better. Tell us how Oxford Hills got here for this homecoming game.
Well, they won their opener against Lewiston, pretty convincingly, and then played a great game against EL, won that one, and then had a tough game down in Sanford, and it seemed like they were in the game up until the end, but just couldn't close it out.
I saw Sanford last night against EL, and the quarterback from Sanford Xavier Levine is pretty special. He's a tremendous athlete, and when he was in trouble, the winning touchdown came when they had a hold of his legs, but he twisted around and threw a ball up into the end zone, and Bickford, his 6'5" end, caught it for the winning touchdown. So it's skill, but it's also the fact that they had some size and some athletic ability. We're coming to you from the Spectrum Healthcare Partners broadcast booth, and we're on 96.9 The Ox. Homecoming at Oxford Hills. Right now they're introducing the teams from Oxford Hills, and I'm sure they'll do the same with Bangor. This is a good test here, Class A North, to see if Oxford Hills can rebound from kind of a surprise loss to Sanford, and also to find out a measuring stick for the Bangor Rams. They've improved. How much have they improved, and what's it look like for the future? Now, the last time I did their opening season game against Edward Little, and they started sophomore Eli Bradford in the backfield. So we'll see what they do with that. During the pregame, they had Milliken, one of the seniors, and a couple other freshmen warming up. So don't know who they're going to play.
Right, yeah.
We'll see at quarterback for the Vikings.
Colton Carson.
Colton Carson. There won't be much surprise there.
Right, yeah. He's been starting since last year, and he's been getting better very consistently, so I don't see anyone else taking that spot from him.
Yeah, I think that we can expect him to be there. This is always great at homecoming. There are two guys in football uniforms standing and performing in the band. So we're just about ready for the national anthem. We'll take a quick minute break, and we'll be back after these messages. This is Central Maine Community College, Hammond Lumber, Game of the Week.
Disappeared.
That's what it did the other night.
Class of 2014, Amy Pete. Class of 2017, Jamie Barrow. Class of 1994, Stacy Mitchell. Class of 2018, Dan Yanyan. The marching band is under the directorship of Mr. Kyle Jordan.
Where's Tyler?
This is what happened last night. I have no idea. We are back. We're taking this break for the national anthem. We'll be right back on air after that. We're done with our pregame here. We're going to take a quick 30-second commercial break, and we'll be right back after these messages. This is Class A football, Bangor High School at Oxford Hills. Back in a minute.
Stephen went on to study at Amherst College and then earned his PhD from Cornell University in upstate New York. Stephen did his doctoral work at Glacier National Park in Montana.
So what do we do about the live stream?
He has been published many
What do we do about the live stream?
forest fires, their impact, and the ability to predict them. Stephen has lived in Western Australia for the past 40 years and is unable to be here with us today. He is being represented today by his sister, Melissa Casal.
We're back. We're experiencing some difficulty here with our stream, Tyler. We can't see the football screen or the commercials. So can you direct us from here? No, stay there. So the Oxford Hills Band is going back off. They played the national anthem. This is homecoming weekend. There are a ton of activities going on here for everybody, and we've had car crushing, we've had a parade, we've had booths. What have I missed?
Chuck-a-Duck is coming up.
Chuck-a-Duck is coming up. So a lot of fun. It's great for fans to come back, alumni back, and everything. And you can't beat this kind of an atmosphere with high school football in Maine, where they're having all kinds of activities. There's something for everybody. And we've got kids playing on the field, outside of the field, and so on. So we're waiting here. They're explaining the sportsmanship rules to both teams. Bangor gets to choose on the toss. We'll see what they do here. Long explanation here. Oh, there's the toss, and the coin's on the ground, and it's Bangor's choice. And Bangor will... It looks like defer, because now they're asking Oxford Hills. They're going to defend the goal to our right. Bangor will go to the left. And Bangor will be receiving. So I didn't understand. Did you think maybe Bangor won the toss and decided to take the ball? I didn't quite understand that signal, did you?
No, I didn't. That wasn't a very clear signal from the rest.
That's not the last of those we'll see, I'm afraid. So we're ready for our kickoff here in this Class A North battle between the Bangor Rams, the 1 and 2 Bangor Rams, and the 2 and 1 Oxford Hills Vikings here at their homecoming. Tasker Winslow alongside, I'm Dave Wing here at Don Gwine Field Complex. We had honorary captain give us the coin toss, and we're ready to go. It should be Tasker, I think it should be a good ball game.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really ask for anything better than this. It's a great football weather on a Saturday, homecoming, two teams with a lot of history with one another. It's gonna be a good game no matter what.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the stands. I lean out every game and I go, wow, where is everybody? Well, they're here. Yeah. It's a good crowd, and sometimes, some years, not even for homecoming. I got to say, Bangor didn't bring much of a crowd.
No.
But looking pretty good. So deep for Bangor, number 9 is James Neal. Looks like 26. No. It's either Fahey 25 or Coppice 24. There's the kick. It's a short one. Oh, and he's going to be down at about the 25-yard line. It was a short kick, and they skidded for it. It actually ended up being 21, who was Johnny Lyon. So Bangor will take over at their own 24-yard line, 25-yard line. The kick was short, and Neal had to come up and catch the ball in a dive, and he was already on the ground. So yeah, pretty easy tackle.
I guess it's better than letting it go and just hoping it rolls all the
way
down to the goal line.
So Bangor, I didn't notice who came out at quarterback. They've played several different people. This looks like Milliken, the senior, Zach Milliken. I formation is a fake. He's got a man over the middle, but he's going to be tackled in the backfield for about almost a 10-yard loss.
By Yannick Luksha.
Luska on the tackle. Yeah, he went back. It was a nice fake out of I formation, but all of a sudden, boy, they're back at the 16-yard line. So it's going to bring up a really second and almost 20.
I'd say that Coach Danforth probably expected that because that was a designed outside linebacker blitz.
So I formation again, split to the right. A little bit of a slow takeoff. Hand the ball to the fullback, not much there. straight ahead for a pickup of about, 3 maybe. It's going to bring up third and, what's that, 15?
About 15.
14 maybe. A long ways, put it that way, especially from there. So Bangor going to come out again. They've got their Eli Bradford, who started at quarterback the first game of the year, out split. Quick snap. They're going to give him the ball and a quick screen, and, nice open field tackle. Bradford on the catch.
Alex Turner with the nice open field
Alex
tackle
Turner,
there.
great, because he's one-on-one. It was a swing. Everybody else is gone. It's just Turner. He made the great play. Back for the Vikings, number 23, Michael Bunang. Kicking for Bangor, number 83. Here's the kick. It's a line drive. It's going to be end over end. They're going to get a bounce. Oh, and it's fumbled. Oh, but he recovered it. Wow. That baby almost got away down to the 29-yard line. That was a great kick by Bangor. A little bit of end over end, and it bounced up, and I think the receiver, 23, Bonang, thought he could make something with it, but boy, he got away from him. He was lucky he came up with it.
Yeah, he barely avoided disaster there.
There's the one where the coach is going to yell. Although the problem is, if he lets it go, it's going to bounce down about the 15-yard line. So,
right.
All right. Oxford Hills, Colton Carson at quarterback. Double splits. He's got a man in motion. He's going to give it to him on the jet sweep. He's going to get outside. Great running room. He's going to get all the way to the Bangor 42-yard line.
Yannick
Lukska
with a great carry.
Great basketball player, and boy, he showed right off there. He can carry the ball. Just a jet sweep. He got around the corner, turned, looked like he was going to go to the sideline, but he turned a little bit inside, picked up more than 20 yards. So first down at the Bangor 43-yard line when they mark it. So Colton Carson going to bring him up. He has Emerson Brown in the backfield with him. Motion. Fake of the same thing. Carson going to keep it himself right up the middle for another first down. So really, they ran the play to one side, faked to the other side, and he followed right up inside with a little trap. And bang, they've got great field position. First and 10 on the Bangor 30.
Yeah, they run a little option out of that jet sweep, and Colton Carson really takes advantage of that. He's, good at making reads, and he's going to get you a few yards on that every time he decides to take it.
Here's motion again. Paco LaFrance in the backfield. Here's a jet sweep going the other way, and they're going to turn inside of it. And, again, good yardage. Bradford on the tackle. I got to be honest, Tasker, they're running at will right now. They don't even have to think about passing. They are just up and knocking them off the line of scrimmage and running the ball.
We've pretty much seen the same base play with a couple different options off so far, but I feel like they could run anything they wanted right now.
Emerson Brown back in. Got splits on both sides with a tight slot on the left. Colton Carson in the gun. He's going to hand it right up the middle to his fullback, Brown. Picked up, what, a yard maybe? So it's going to bring up third. Oh, he lost yardage. They're moving it back. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 with 8:24 to go here in the opening period. Homecoming at Oxford Hills, Don Gwine Complex. You're listening to us on the Ox 96.9 and MBR. Dave Wing alongside Tasker Winslow. LaFrance in the backfield now with Colton Carson. His motion, he's going to fake the jet sweep and carry it right up the middle. Then they're kicking the end out with all that faking and then running inside of it for another first down inside the 20-yard line to about the 18-yard line. So, again, 1st and 10 for the Vikings. It's been just a constant march right up the field.
Yep.
No passing, just running the ball.
Yep.
LaFrance still in the backfield with Colton Carson. Overloaded to the right. Trips. Going to run that way just to keep. Quarterback keep. Oh, made a nice move inside. Going to pick up about 5. It looked like they had him tackled on the corner, and he just turned inside and picked up, well, maybe 4. I gave him too much. 2nd down and 6. 7:13 to go here in the opening stanza. We're coming to you from the Spectrum Healthcare Partners broadcast booth. Central Maine Community College and Hammond Lumber Game of the Week. Colton Carson got motion. He's going to hand the ball, turn back inside. That's Luchka. He's tough going in there. He picked up maybe a yard. I'm thinking in this game, do we have a player of the week? Player of the game? Got cut off on the bottom. I'm pretty sure we do. I got to look at another sheet at the quarter break.
We should have one.
So with 6:22 and time running, it's 3rd and about 5, just under 5, for the Vikings here on their homecoming. Great crowd. A little overcast day, but not bad. We got a splits to both sides of slot on the left. Carson in the gun. He's going to send Luchka in motion. Oh, but he's going to give it to his back deep. He's going to break away and go all the way for the touchdown. That is Emerson Brown. So they faked the jet sweep and handed the halfback behind it with a little trap inside, wide open.
Yep. By running that jet outside, you get the linebackers flowing over the top. They get caught up in the wash, and on that trap, your running back cuts right back in towards the inside, and they're already way too far. You know, they're out of the play already before it even gets to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no question. It's a nice series. The kick is up by Luchka, and it is good. So as we come back up the field with 5:58 to go in the opening quarter, it's 7-0 Oxford Hills. We're going to take a quick minute break. We'll be right back after these messages.
This is a little bit behind. See, it's up now. Oh.
What about the commercials over there? What's happening there?
We aren't going to have any.
Why?
Ten, 5.
We're back. 7-0 Oxford Hills. They just kicked off the Bangor, and Oxford Hills is going to take a timeout. Is that what they just said? No, sorry.
Nope.
Misinformation. So Bangor, they had trouble with a kick. They dropped back a little bit, and now they're down on about the 14-yard line. So it's 1st down for Bangor. Milliken at quarterback. It's wing T formation. His motion and handoff, buck sweep, and he's tackled in the backfield.
By
that
Emerson
was
Brown.
Neal. Sorry?
By Emerson Brown in the backfield.
Emerson Brown on the tackle. So Bangor having trouble getting any kind of, the only thing that they had any success was the little swing pass to Eli Bradford. Otherwise than that, they have not been able to run the ball at all.
No.
And on the other side of the coin, Oxford Hills run the ball at will. So Bangor's got to get their offense on track. Wing T formation again with the up back. Here's motion again deep. And again,
Colton Carson with the tackle.
Colton Carson stunted in and made the tackle. Kristen Stewart on the carry. Nothing doing there. So Bangor's going backwards. They're going to have a tough time kicking out of the end zone here the way they're going. So it's going to be with 4:52 to go. It's going to be 3rd down and 22, 3 yards.
It's
and
a little,
and it's not a good place to have 3rd and 23.
yeah, and it's a little odd to see Colton in the other team's backfield as a safety. But
well, I think they were a little safety blitz.
This will be a blitz-heavy game for this Oxford Hills defense.
They're switching their defensive personnel, strong side, weak side, and Bangor's going to send motion. Milliken's going to throw the ball out. It's a quick screen, but again, great pursuit. Parker LaFrance came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and they were about an inch away from getting a safety. They're probably going to go after this and try to block this punt.
Just barely got out of the end zone. So not what Bangor wanted to get started. You know, I think I had said in the pregame, and I really believe that they looked much improved to me. But, boy, all of a sudden, it's not looking that way to me. Here's a snap, a punt, it gets away. It's taken on the 35-yard line. He gets outside, he gets around a blocker. That was Bonang again. So it's going to give Oxford Hills the ball again in great field position at the Bangor 29-yard line. He stumbled a little bit, Bonang did, and then got his balance, picked up about 8. So Colton Carson, he's got Parker LaFrance with him in the backfield. He's got Lutska spread out left. His move, tight end, if you will, is on the left. His motion, he is going to go in motion. They're going to run right behind him. Good penetration by Bangor. Nothing doing there. Well, they're driving him. We got a penalty flag, so we'll have to see what that is. I've said before, Tasker, I don't like the new rule. It's a couple, 3 years old, I guess. Holding on the Vikings, where you can aid the runner.
Yeah.
So you get that pile up like that, and people just pushing. It doesn't seem to me that that's what this is about. That's more like rugby, you know?
Yeah.
Either he's stopped or he isn't. So get over it. I don't think that they should be able to push from behind in either team.
Yeah.
So that's going to take it back 10 yards. So it's going to be 1st and 20 now for the Vikings at the Bangor 36-yard line, 37-yard line. See what they've got cooked up. They have not thrown the ball here with 3:14 to go in the first period. Trips to the right. Emerson in the backfield with Colton Carson. He's going to drop straight back. He's got a post. Oh, great catch by Johnny Pruitt. Wow. Little small
diving
post or a slant. People call it different things.
Yeah, and he made a great diving catch there.
Oh, it's great. It was up in the air. He had to go out for it. So it's going to leave Oxford Hills 2nd down and 7.
Not a bad pickup on 1st and 20.
Oh, that was a great, you know, and it's really very little danger there. There's no linebacker to get in because it hits too quickly. So LaFrance in the backfield, Spicer, Lusker in motion. He's going to give it to him. He's going to get around the corner. He's clean and gets knocked down by his own man trying to block for him. So they're going to come up short about 3rd and about 3, it looks like. Not bad having been 1st and 20.
Right.
So we're down to 2:14 here in the first opening period. Coming to you from the Spectrum Healthcare Partners broadcast booth. Homecoming at Oxford Hills. And everybody's having a great time. You can smell the cotton candy and all the other things that are going on. Stuff that we can't eat.
Right.
So, again, LaFrance in the backfield. Here's motion. Fake. Carson's going to go opposite. A little quarterback counter. And, boy, he fought for it, but he didn't get anything. So it's going to bring up a 4th and about 3. So good team defense by Bangor. Like I say, you know, they at points in time they look like, wow, they're not going to win many games. And then they make a couple plays like that, and they look tough up front on that one.
Yeah, their defensive line looks big. They look strong. Better than anything I've seen from any of their defenses in the past few years.
Emerson Brown and Luchka back into the backfield to go along with Colton Carson. And J.J. Worcester, his I call him a move tight end. He's on the right-hand side. Fake. Again, another, nice defense. Another nice slant, but good defensive play made by number 9. That's James Neal. So first down for the Rams. So the Bangor holds.
Yeah, what they were trying to do there was, with the play action, they were trying to draw the linebackers down and then hit the tight end on just like kind of a little post, call it an inside zone pass, where bring the linebackers down and just toss it over their heads for a good gain, but they were not fooled on that one.
Nothing happening there. So we're looking for the Goodwin Chevy Player of the Game before this one's over. Lost my pen already. Bangor comes out, double wing. His motion coming to the right. Fullback belly. The back turned up too soon, so it's going to be a procedure penalty. Procedure penalty against Bangor. When you come in motion, you can go back as far as you want, and you can go flat as far as you want. What you can't do is turn up before the ball snapped. It's a competitive disadvantage for the defense because you get a running head start, which is why they call that.
It's not Canadian football out here.
No, that's right, where they send everybody. So the Vikings are going to decline that, so it's going to be second down and 10 because there really was no gain on that fullback belly. So split end to the right, I formation this time. James Neal in the I. Milliken on the handoff to him, just a ISO up inside, picked up about 3. Bangor Rams offensive line looked like they were a little slow. 2 of them started, 2 didn't, and so on. So didn't get much of a drive out of that. So we're looking for the Goodwin Chevy Player of the Game when this is over for Oxford Hills. Bangor's going to come out 3rd and 7 with 15 seconds to go. They're just about going to get it in. Neal in the I formation. Milliken going to drop straight back. He's going with a flare again, and this time Oxford Hills said, no, not going to happen. That was the only play that they really had any yardage on, and not that time. They were all over Eli Bradford, the former quarterback, playing split end. So we're going to take a quick break. That's the end of the period. We're coming to you from Homecoming at Oxford Hills. You're listening to 96.9 The Ox. We'll be right back after this minute of breaks.
Yeah, we can't change where it says pregame on this scoreboard because we don't have the...
No. You did tell them to let us know when we're out, right? We're back. Bangor back to punt. Oh, it's almost blocked. Gets off a kick. It's going to go out of bounds at about the Oxford Hills 46-yard line. That baby was almost blocked as we open up the second period here. Homecoming at Oxford Hills. Today's Class A North game between the Bangor visiting Bangor Rams at 1-2 and your 2-1 Oxford Hills Vikings. Alongside... This is Dave Wing. Alongside me is Tasker Winslow. And this has been all Oxford Hills so far, Tasker.
Oh, yeah.
Not much question there. They look really sharp. So LaFrance in the backfield with Colton Carson. He's got splits on both sides. Luchka to our side. His motion with his move tight end. He's going to... Colton Carson going to pick up, 14, 15 yards. Just a quarterback keeper on the edge.
Wow, that was... There was an explosion there, too, when he...
Yeah, they're getting off the ball, and they're knocking people off.
And when he cut up in that hole, it was... I mean, he made the decision, put his foot in the ground, and took off. The acceleration going from, you know, that lateral running to getting upfield as fast as he could. That was impressive.
Yeah, it's really good. What they're doing is they're kicking out Bangor's defensive end and just running inside of it. So the defensive end, one time they try to hook him, next time they try to go up inside of him. So tough assignment for Bangor. Luchka in motion. They can hand it to him on the jet sweep. He gets around the corner, going to pick up about, I don't know, 5 or 6. Would have had more if he hadn't stumbled. I think
Yeah, he got tripped up. Got tripped up by someone. I couldn't quite see.
So a pick up of 5. So 2nd down and 5. Emerson Brown comes out of the game, and LaFrance comes in. They've been alternating both backs. Is that something they normally do?
Yeah, and it also helps with the substitution, so they
sure.
can bring the plays in.
Keep everybody fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, Colton Carson, he's got Luska going in motion. He's going to hand to his tailback, LaFrance, cutting, and he's just a little short of the 1st down over the right side, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and a long 2. 23, Michael Bonang coming in, Luchka coming off. So we've got splits on both sides. We've got a slot to the left. The move tight end is on the right. Here's flat motion fake. Oh, I'll tell you what, number 53 for Bangor. That is Bryson Ayer. Wow, he came up and stopped Colton Carson dead in his tracks. You don't see that very often.
He's been in the middle of a few plays so far, and you're right, you don't see that very often. Usually our offensive line takes care of most teams' defensive lines, and Colton can find ways around them, but there was nowhere for Carson to go there.
So on the 31-yard line, the Vikings are going to go for it. They've got really same formation, splits on both sides, a slot to the left. Here's flat motion. And up inside, and a fumble, and the ball's on the ground, and Bangor has it. Looks like number 30, Nate Tatton. So Bangor gets really their first break with Oxford Hills fumbling the ball. So Bangor Rams are going to take over on their own 34-yard line with 9:22 to go here until halftime.
Well, it didn't look like Emerson Brown was really going anywhere.
No,
on
it didn't
that
look
run,
like he was going to get the 1st down anyway, but you hate to turn it over if you can help it.
Right, but at least, you know, like I said, it's not that big of a deal because wouldn't have made that big of a difference if he just went down or where he lost the ball there.
It, but you do give them some confidence.
Yeah.
So Bangor I formation, James Neal in the eye. Milliken going to go up on top. He's going wide. It's I guess you'd call it a back shoulder throw, but it was about 5 yards out of bounds or more. So 2nd down and 10 for the Rams. They have had trouble establishing any offense at all. They really had one play where they ran the flare to Eli Bradford. That really has been about it. Zach Milliken has really had, the senior quarterback has had almost no time to do anything, and the running attack, they just haven't moved that good, solid defensive line off the ball.
Yeah, and for Bangor's quarterback, that's not a ball you want to throw too much in a game, you know, in this game against a corner like Alex Turner. He's going to.
Neal on the carry. We got a penalty flag coming in there. You know, he actually ran a little too wide to it. I think if he stayed a little tighter to that double team block, he would have picked up more yardage. As it was, he picked up about 2, but they're going to talk to Oxford Hills. Captain LaFrance, it's holding on Bangor, and they're going to take it back. So 10-yard penalty, not what Bangor wanted.
Well, yeah, as I was saying, when you have a corner like Alex Turner, you don't want to just, you know, loft up a bunch of fades at him because he'll pick off a few of them, and that's not really something you want. So he's a great defender. He's got good feet. He knows how to close on a ball and how to high point. He'll pick a few of those off if you keep letting him hang out there for him.
So Bangor now 2nd and 20. Well, what does it say on the scoreboard? 22. I'd say it's at least that on their own 23-yard line. Offside on Oxford Hills is the signal. I didn't see it. They must have lined up offside because I didn't see anybody move. So it's always interesting whether you come back and run the same play you had planned, or do you come back and call a brand new play? Not calling anybody, not sending anybody in, so I don't know what the signal is here. Now, these two teams are not using the wristbands and everybody looks, look at me offense. This is everybody's huddling up and running it that way. Bangor is unbalanced to the left. And they're going to run a quick guard trap up the middle. Not much going there. It opened up, and I thought it was going to be a pretty good looking play, but it was stuffed inside. Austin Dowdy, one of the tacklers on that play.
Also, Cole Dunham was in there.
Cole Dunham, nice.
I think he was the first person to make contact.
So Bangor taking their time in the huddle. I mean, I know that they would like to shorten the game up if they can. You know, see if they can keep the score close, and maybe you can post something late.
Right.
So they're going to send two receivers out to the right. Milliken in the shotgun. He's going to drop straight back. It's a screen pass. And again, you know, it looked like it was open. Great open field tackle. Number 43, Cole Dunham. Great tackle. You know, when they get a screenplay like that, boy, if somebody doesn't make an open field tackle and those blockers get downfield, look out. So Bangor are going to be forced to punt with 7:18 to go. Punting for Bangor, Colton Emerson. He's back deep. He almost had the last one blocked. Here's the kick. It's end over end. It's going to be right in the middle of the field. Going to give a Oxford Hills bounce. So Oxford Hills will have the ball on the Bangor 47-yard line. Boy, not what you want. If you're not going to move the ball, you need a good kicker.
Yeah.
If you can't bunt the ball and get some yardage down there. Okay, Colton Carson with France in the backfield. He's going to drop straight back for his first. There's a pass over the middle. Oh, just inside. Alex Turner just missed him. He's thrown a couple balls, and I think he's 1 for 3 now. But boy, they've been well thrown balls and pretty much on the money. That was a little bit long for Turner. So 2nd down and 10. Bonang checks in. So we're going to go trips here to the right, split end to the left. So they're really spread out. With France in the backfield. Colton Carson fakes the drop back, and he's going to go right up the gut, and he's going to be close to a first down. I don't think he has it. I think it's going to bring up a 3rd and 1 maybe. But, again, quarterback draw.
I think he could let that develop a little bit more. And
might have hurried it.
Yeah.
Well, you want the linebackers to drop out so that they can't come up and make the play. Of course, he's so big and strong, he runs over those guys anyway.
Right.
So it's 3rd and a good one, almost 2, with 6:30 to go here until halftime. Colton Carson, Lushka in motion. And they're going to hand it to him. Jet sweep. Oh, he goes in and then bounces outside. Up the sideline. He's still going. He's going to be inside the Bangor 20-yard line or right on the 20-yard line. Wow, pickup of more than almost 20 yards. 18 yards on that carry for Luchka. Boy, he's been a weapon so far in this first period, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he has been all season. And I didn't really know what to expect out of him after, he took a year off from football, but it's like he never stopped. He never missed a beat. He went right back to where he was his sophomore year and, absorbed the new offense and has been a great weapon for them all season.
Here's a fake of the jet sweep, and, a nice little flare. Carson knew he was in trouble, so he tried the little flare to Michael Bonang, and it just a little bit long. He didn't have much chance there. The Bangor had stunned it, and they were all over it. Number 21, Johnny Lyon, in there from his end spot. And a little bit of pressure from a 54, Ezra Hammernagel. Luchka back in with the play. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 6:12 to go. Homecoming at Oxford Hills. Central Maine Community College Hamlin Lumber Game of the Week. Colton Carson with LaFrance has Luchka in motion. Carson just going to follow him, and we got a penalty flag again. Carson's going to pick up about 8, but we'll see what the penalty is. Holding against the Vikings. That's their second or third. It's at least 2.
Yeah, I think that's their second
I
holding
think it's
call.
a second.
Yeah, and then they had one on the defense for.
That will be something that drives a coach crazy because they're moving the ball very well, and a holding penalty just sets them back.
Right.
So they're going to restart the clock. The ball's back. It's 2nd down and 20 now. Coming out over the ball, it's Carson. He's got Emerson Brown with him in the backfield. Luchka coming in motion. They're going to fake that. Carson's going to carry the ball again. Oh, and he breaks wide open. He's going to pick up a little close to the first down. He's at about the 11-yard line. Not quite. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 1, it looks like. Boy, just that same sequence. You know, they're running jet sweep. Then the jet sweep fake, and he keeps it, or the jet sweep fake, and they hand it to the up back right up the middle with a trap. It's a nice little sequence, and when you figure you run it to both sides, it's really 6 plays, and it's pretty easy to practice.
Yeah, and they also have all of the pass plays that they run out of that play action, too.
So Luchka lined up on the right, double split. LaFrance in the pistol. And again, Carson going to carry right behind that horde of people, and he's going to go into the end zone for the score. Pretty easily done. Colton Carson just simply followed his blockers right up inside, off tackle, and then up inside, straight up into the end zone, almost untouched. So ready to kick is Luchka. Holding will be number 19, Noah Oferio. It's 13-0. The Vikings here at homecoming weekend, and it is good. So as we come back up the field, it's Oxford Hills 14, Bangor nothing. You'll listen to us on 96.9 The Ox and MBR. We'll be right back after these messages.
We're good. See, I like this because it's about 10 or 15 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So if I miss something in the play, I can just watch this.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with our live stream. Why it's.
Yeah, don't know either.
So weird. It just. Was
Did
it
that last night?
Was it Maddie that was. Did you see what was going on? That the mouse was moving without me touching it and they were moving shit around? Whoever was doing that got rid of what we needed.
We have back here at Oxford Hills High School, Don Gwine Field, where the Oxford Hills Vikings have jumped out in front of the Bangor Rams, 14-0. Just a power running game, very few passes. While we were away, just as we were coming back on, James Neal took the kickoff after the touchdown for the Rams back to the Bangor 25-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 there for the Rams with 4:42 to go here until halftime. Homecoming at Oxford Hills. Milliken's got them out. Neal in the eye. Oh, the pass is way overthrown. He's trying to hit Eli Bradford on a little hitch about 5 yards downfield, and it's just way over his head. So Bangor having trouble moving the ball. They just haven't been able to run the ball at all, and the pass game just hasn't been there, really. They hit the one swing pass early in the game and nothing since.
Yeah, and they tried to go back to that same play, and the Oxford Hills defense sniffed it out pretty quick. So
motion by Bangor. Neal off the right-hand side, just off tackle. Picks up about 2, maybe 3. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 8 for the Rams. The Vikings in a 5 front or 4 front with a backer up in. It's hard to tell, and they've been tough on defense. Milliken trying to throw over the middle, and he's under tremendous pressure up inside by the Vikings. Number 75, that is Garrett Pendexter. He was one of the guys that was there early. So Bangor's going to be forced to kick again with number 87, Colton Emerson, back to kick. No pressure this time. A little bit better kick. Fair catch call for by the Vikings. Number 23, that's Bonang. Keep forgetting that he goes back on the kicks. So again, Oxford Hills, great field position at midfield, and plenty of time on the clock, 3:26, the way they've been moving the ball to get another one before the half. So they're going to come out. They got trips over here to the right, and Colton Carson in the gun. He's going to drop straight back. Oh, he's got a man going deep. He's got him on the sideline. Luchka a little bit overthrown. Luchka stopped running. I almost think if he turned flat up and run straight up the field there, probably would have been wide open.
Well, yeah, he probably would have been, but once the ball was thrown, he knew that he was – I could see him looking down at the sideline and looking up at the ball, trying to figure out if he was going to be able to get a foot down, but I think it was just a little bit too far outside.
Yeah, a little overthrown, and boy, a nice ball, though, by Colton Carson.
This is a game that I'd like to see him throw a little bit more.
Emerson Brown in the backfield. They got trips to the right, and Brown is set to the right, so overloaded this way. And going to roll out. He's going to cut up the middle. Boy, likes to run with the ball. Oh, nice zigzag move. First down and more. Going to pick up about 12, 14 yards. That was just maneuver. I mean, he made some great moves there. Kind of carrying the ball out away from his body, which coaches hate. But you know what? Didn't slow him down any.
Yeah, he had that Mike Vick ball security going.
Yeah, there you go.
But, hey, it worked. That was
it sure did. So Oxford Hills have first down on the Bangor 36-yard line, almost 37-yard line, with 2:53 to go until the half. Carson going to drop straight back. Looks like suddenly they decide they're going to roll wide open. Luchka for the touchdown. You can tell the Bangor defender, number 3, Joey Morrison, he knew he should have gone that way on the drop back and just wasn't there. So Oxford Hills with another touchdown, a beautiful pass from Colton Carson. Yeah, Can't get any better than that.
He bit on the pump fake. That
yes, he did.
That was the issue. You got to break on the ball, not the route, not the pump fake.
Yeah. So Luchka after the touchdown, ready for the extra point attempt. The placement's down and the kick is good. So as we come back up, 21-0 with 2:42 to go until the half. This is 96.9 The Ox and MBR Radio. We'll be right back after these messages.
Can you turn us down on here and then won't be able to hear us on the live stream? Because the problem is we can't go to commercial, no mic. So.
We're back, 21-0. Here's the kickoff by Luchka. It's short, going to be taken at about the 15-yard line. James Neal up inside. Boy, a pile of people. So he's going to take the ball up to about the Bangor 20, see where they spot it, 26, 27-yard line. Maybe the 28, I guess they're saying. So Bangor will have the ball first down. Trailing 21-0 with 2:35 to go until the half. This is homecoming at Oxford Hills. Today's Class A matchup, the Bangor Rams and the Oxford Hills Vikings. This is Spectrum Healthcare Partners broadcast booth in Central Maine Community College and Hammond Lumber. Game of the week. Dave Wing along with Tasker Winslow, former defensive back for the Vikings. Knows everybody out there, right?
Yeah.
Most of the people in the stands probably.
Probably most of them.
Probably most of them.
Yeah.
Bangor going to go I formation. Neal in the I. Milliken under center. Two tights and a flanker. Here's a handoff to Neal trying to get off tackle. Boy, he is just snowed under. Number 37 for the Vikings. Marcus Stone was the first tackler in their timeout. Oxford Hills. They'd like to see if they can't shut them off, I think, Tasker, before the half, and see if they can get another one in.
Colton Carson's getting spoken to by the refs because when they had him held up in the backfield, Colton came over the top and delivered quite the hit, and they don't like that.
It's on the edge.
Very much.
Well, it probably wasn't spearing, but it's close.
You know, if they do win this game, there'll be 3 homecoming wins in a row.
Really? All
Yeah.
right, you got to like that.
That's
I got to tell you a story. We were not very good when I was a sophomore at Maine, and we played at 6 homecomings. Every game we played at somebody, our own, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
5 other homecomings. That tells you people wanted to get a win, I guess, for the alumni.
Right, right.
Not fun.
Isn't that funny in college when they pay teams to come play
I
them,
know.
and then the team that gets paid ends up beating them?
Yeah.
Was it Appalachian State? Yeah.
Maine just beat Western Kentucky.
That was their homecoming.
One of us homecoming, but they paid them to come.
Or it was their alumni 100th anniversary something.
Could be.
I remember hearing Maddie talk
So
about
Bangor, 2 tights, flanker to the right, I formation, Neal in the I. Milliken going to give it to the guard, fullback on a guard trap. Boy, it opened up, but again, the linebackers and then Luchka and LaFrance are all over that. Oxford is going to use their second timeout. Again, they're trying to keep the clock from running out, so they'll have a chance to get another one in. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back after these messages. 96.9, the Ox and MBR. We're back. Homecoming at Oxford Hills, and the Vikings lead the Bangor Rams 21-0 in this Class A North battle. And a beautiful, actually the sun's come back out again, so
Yeah.
it's a little windy, but it's been a nice day for a football game on a Saturday afternoon. Dave Wing alongside Tasker Winslow. We're coming here from the Spectrum Healthcare Partners broadcast booth. It's the Central Maine Community College Hammond Lumber Game of the Week, and we'll be naming the Goodwin Chevy Player of the Game for Oxford Hills. Tell you what, we got a pretty good list of candidates right now.
Yeah, I do. I'd say Colton Carson and Yannick Lucia definitely up there, the top of the list.
Bangor in the I formation, 2 tights. Neal in the I. Milliken going to take the snap. Going to give it to Neal. Oh, he's hit right out the line of scrimmage. Number 87, J.J. Worcester on the initial hit. And again, Oxford Hills uses their final timeout of the half. So Bangor will be 4th and 2.
J.J. Worcester, there's another name to mention when it comes to player of the game.
Yeah. Well, he's done a great job blocking. Any of those plays that have gone off the edge, he's been one of the key contributors. Back for Oxford Hills, Michael Bonang, and kicking for Bangor, number 87, Colton Emerson. Oxford Hills coach is back out. They coaching him up for a nice return if he can. And we have 2:07. Think about it. Was two, I can't remember now, but they didn't run off 20 seconds in that threesome. Bang, bang, timeout, bang, bang, timeout, 3 times. So the official's saying, okay, coach, let's go here. You came out late. Let's get this over with.
They're always having to yell at him to get off the field.
And he's coaching him up, right?
Yep.
So Colton Emerson ready to kick for Bangor. He's a freshman. Here's the kick. It's a low line drive. It's going to be into that open space. But Bonang's going to take it. Oh, nice coverage by Bangor. Is that number 6?
Yes, it was.
Looks like Eli Bradford. Like I say, the game against Bangor and EL to start the season, he came in and played quarterback for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
As a sophomore. Now he's playing wide receiver and defensive back, covering.
Seems like a really good athlete.
He's a good athlete, looks like. Yep. So, with 2:01 to go here until halftime, we may see Colton Carson put it in the air. Vikings would like to get another one before halftime. So they're going to come out. They've got double splits. He's got LaFrance in the backfield. Colton Carson going to drop back. He's got a man coming out wide. It's Turner. He's got the ball, and he's going to run up the sideline out of bounds at the 30-yard line of Bangor. Pickup of, well, let's see, 25, more than 30 yards. And again, he got out of bounds, so it stopped the clock. So they don't have to use, well, they don't have another timeout. I learned a rule Saturday, EL at Chevis, you cannot spike the ball from shotgun. It's a penalty.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I learned something, see? So we got trips to the left. Colton Carson in the gun with LaFrance in the backfield with him. There's the snap. He drops back. Oh, he's got a curl banana, we called it, and Luchka can't quite come under it. What you do on that, Tasker, is you run the outside guy, and he curls the inside, and the guy, he can't help himself. He goes with him. The inside guy runs to the flat and straight up the field.
Yeah, like a slant wheel.
Yeah, curl banana, slant wheel. Some people, they call it all different things. I just call it curl banana. And he most of the time he's wide open because they bite on the in cut.
Right, yeah.
So they're going to bring Bonang in to take Luchka's place. They're going to line up trips again to the left. Colton Carson, 2nd down and 10. He's going to drop straight back. Oh, he's got a flare out here, swing pass to LaFrance, and he's going to take the ball down inside the 20-yard line, about the Bangor 17-yard line. And again, out of bounds, stop the clock with 1:41. With the way the sunshine on the scoreboard, sometimes they can't quite.
Yeah.
These old eyes, I have to really make out the numbers here.
Well, it's an old scoreboard, too.
There we go. So we're both old, is that what you're saying?
No, they've got to invest in a new scoreboard.
96.9 The Ox and MBR Radio. We're bringing it to you live. Homecoming at Oxford Hills. Trips to the left. Colton Carson looking around. He's going to drop straight back. Oh, he's got pressure, but it hangs in there tough. He throws it up in the air. Incomplete.
Wow, he just threw the ball 30 yards.
He threw it 30 yards without being able to step. He just fired it.
He was wrapped up by 2 people.
Oh, yeah, you almost could say in the NFL they would have said in the grasp. 1:34 to go. 2nd down and 10 from the 17-yard line. Bangor trying to hold them out of the end zone, and the Vikings trying to pump one in just before the half. Trip to the left. Colton Carson with LaFrance in the backfield. He's got man-to-man coverage pretty much everywhere. Interference on the Bangor defender, Tristan Stewart. You know, I could make the case that he couldn't have caught that with a ladder, and it shouldn't have been a penalty. But, you know, they call it anyway, and it's the right call. He pushed him.
Yep.
But it was not catchable. It's a debate whether that is a rule in high school or not. So in high school, it's not a spot foul. It's from the line of scrimmage.
Right. Yep. Which sometimes can help you out.
Could help you depending on what the play is.
Right.
So it's going to take it down inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line.
Minute 31 to go. So
Minute 31 to go, and it's going to be 2nd down and 1. A good one.
They've got plenty of time.
Luchka split out to the left. LaFrance and a sort of pistol behind Colton Carson. Going to drop straight back. He's got a man over the middle. It's tipped. Ooh, that was dangerous. Those ones that are tipped up in the 8. I want them to be intercepted.
You know what I say they do right here? I think it was home here against EL. They had a trick play where they had Colton Carson split out, and they threw him like a kind of a goal line fade. Parker LaFrance did, because Parker's the backup quarterback. That'd be pretty cool to see something like that happen here.
Yeah, he's a target. 3rd and 1. He's got trips to the left. Carson in there. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got wide open lane. He cuts back inside and walks into the end zone. Touchdown Oxford Hills. They're going to bring in the extra point team. So that's Carson's 2nd touchdown?
Yep. He has 2. Emerson Brown has 1, and Yannick Luchka has 1.
So Luchka on the extra point attempt. The kick is up, and it is good. With 1:21 to go. Didn't use much time either. 1:21 to go. The Vikings lead Bangor 28-0. We'll be right back after this short break. We're back. Homecoming at Oxford Hills. Colton Carson just scored again with 1:21 to go until the half. Luchka going to kick off to Bangor. Neal is deep. Here's the kick. It's short. It's going to be taken by one of the upbacks at about the 25-yard line. Oh, and he takes a hit. Number, is that 32?
Cade Truman.
Cade Truman put a licking on the Bangor return man. Wow. So Bangor will take over with just over a minute to go until halftime, trailing 28-0 on their own 34-yard line, 33-yard line, I guess, 33, sorry. This is always a debate. I discuss this every week when there's a potential blowout. If you don't play your starters some in the second half, if you've got a tough game coming up, they're not used to playing the whole way. And yet if you play them and you run up 50 points on the other team, I don't like that feeling either, because everybody's been there. There isn't a school anywhere that hasn't been on the other end of that when you get blown out by somebody, and it's not good for your kids. So,
well,
there's always some tough choices.
I'd say my sophomore and junior and even into my senior year, we'd gotten blown out enough times that it felt good to run the score up on someone a little bit.
I know.
But
as a coach, though, I don't like it,
yeah,
because that's what happens. As soon as you get an opportunity, you try to blow somebody out. I'm just not sure it's what we're talking about, but I understand how it happens. But, again, the hard part is you can put all your young kids in, but, again, if you got a week from now, you got a really, really tough opponent, and your kids aren't used to playing the whole way. What I used to say is I'll give them maybe one series or maybe even two in the third period, and then they're done.
Yep.
Okay, so Bangor's going to come out 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line with just over a minute to go here until halftime. Two tights with a flanker to the left. Neal in the I formation. Milliken going to pitch in the ball and try to go wide. Should have turned up a little quicker. And he's tackled on the corner by LaFrance. That's the one where you try to stretch it so they think you're going wide, and then you got to plant and cut and go right straight up the field. Because what happened was he ran, the blocker was trying to block him out. He ran right into him. So
Yeah.
you got to turn and run inside of that. Even if there's other guys coming, what you hope is they overrun it.
Yeah, Luksha and Bonang and Carson,
Yeah,
they all do that
They
perfectly.
close. Yeah, that's right when you're running the ball. Same formation. Neal in the I formation. Here's a quick pass out here to Bradford, Eli Bradford, and nice play by Luchka. He tackled him before he really had control, and it's an incomplete pass. So it's going to ring out 3rd and 12 for Bangor. Can't say as I've been on this side of the field like Bangor is right now, where you're getting blown out and not sure what plays you're going to call. I mean, there's not a lot to do because you're being overwhelmed everywhere. That's a tough assignment.
I've definitely been in that position as a player.
Oh, I was in it as a player.
Yeah.
Trust me. At Maine. Neal, I formation, kind of stutter stepped. Oh, we got a penalty flag. Didn't pick up the first down. He picked up about 4 or 5, but probably this is going to come back. I would say Oxford Hills may decline this. I always say to my kid, the captain, look at me, angle your body so you can look at me while he's explaining the thing to you so I can tell you what I want.
Yeah.
It is declined, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 7 for the Rams, so they probably are going to punt the ball. The clock started again. There's 27 seconds and counting, so I'm not sure if they can run it out. I didn't see when they put it. Depends on when they put the ball ready for play. Bangor seems to think they can let it run out. They're just standing there, and the line judge is going to go and check and see what the clock says. I think they're going to run it out.
Oh, they took a timeout.
Timeout. So they did that so that they wouldn't get a penalty and go any further back. I'm not sure why, but. So we're going to hold it here. I think we have, I'm pretty sure we have an extended halftime. I heard some chatter about a 20-minute halftime, which means you and I will have plenty of time to chatter. I do see Randy Whitehouse down there who could come on with us at halftime, but we didn't give him any signal or anything, so I'm not sure he'll come up, but he might. He's pretty good. He usually knows we're looking for, different eyeballs, and he can tell us what the yardage has been because he's keeping it right on the field.
Yeah.
He'll know Luchka has, 71 yards on 8 carries, whatever it
right.
is. So Colton Emerson is back to punt for the Rams.
Isn't that funny? His name's Colton
I know.
Emerson.
That's first time I looked at it, I thought, it's blocked. It's blocked, and the ball is going to be downed on the 20-yard line now.
With 0.1
they have
second.
no timeouts. The clock will stop to set the chains. Number 80, Tanner Herrick blocked that kick. He was being blocked, and he just reached a hand out and knocked the ball down. So does that say 0.01?
0.1, yeah.
0.1 second.
Now,
the ball will be ready for play when the chains are ready. So get out there, offense, and get ready to go. Because if the guys fool with the ball, the officials, you got time. Oh, they're going to get set up. They might get one toss to the end zone here.
They're going to kick a field
goal.
goal.
They're going to kick a field goal. That's interesting.
We'll see if he's got the leg for it. Well, last year on homecoming, we had a similar length kick with Dawson Stevens, and he hit it, and then the Wyndham kicker hit one from about the same distance.
Wow. So Luchka with a 34-yard attempt. Here's the kick. It's got legs, and it is good to end the half. Luchka with a 34, Yannick Luchka with a 34-yard field goal to end the half. Wow, nice way to end the half, huh?
Yeah, I knew he had the leg for it.
It had plenty of different distance. So we're going to take a quick break. Back at the studio, let's take about a 5-minute break and give you a chance to catch up on our ads and let us know we're coming back. This is 96.9, the Ox and MBR. This is Oxford Hills Vikings football against the Bangor Rams here on homecoming. We'll be right back after these messages.
Tyler can fix this.
Okay. Works for me.
Yeah, Tyler.
They can't hear it on the radio. Well, no, seriously, last night was a night. Yeah, seriously, I wanted to just go home. Seriously. And I never feel that way. He didn't say we couldn't. Did he say anything?
No, she said that it was the stream that kept cutting out.
We already know that's.
Yeah, Tyler said he's going to come up and fix it, so.
Just had a rendition of 2 or 3 different groups of cheerleaders, the really young kids and the older kids. And boy, they turned the music on. I thought it was going to shake the whole tower down.
Yeah, those new speakers are pretty loud.
Yeah, they're pretty loud. Well, it almost sounded like they were just inside this building. Are they outside somewhere?
I have no idea where they are.
I have no idea,
actually.
but all I know is she tried it out in pregame, and we noticed it. And boy, I'll tell you what. So let's review. It's been all Oxford Hills.
Yep.
I don't have to review much of that.
Right.
Colton Carson with 2 rushing touchdowns and a passing touchdown.
Yep.
Luchka has a passing touchdown and 4 extra points and a 34-yard field goal to make it 31-0. The other touchdown was
Emerson Brown. He had the first one.
That's right, a jet sweep. So I just don't know. Usually I can say, okay, this is what the other team needs to do to get themselves back in. And I've got to be honest, it's a questionable whether or not I see a path for Bangor to do that. They have not been able to throw the ball, mainly because of accuracy and time. And they also have not been able to open up significant enough holes in the defensive line in order to gain any kind of yardage. They've been small, little. I honestly think if they stayed with it and just got 3 and hope for a 4 and get the first down, that kind of thing. But they just haven't been able to mount anything offensively.
Yeah, I'd say, and their quarterback isn't being protected very well at all. So if anything, some quick passes might be something like that flash screen that they threw early in the game, some swing passes. That the screen to the running back actually looked like it could have gone for something. I mean, then Parker LaFrance took care of that pretty quick. But I think if they want to get some good chunks of yards, they might have to go to more quick passes, work on protecting the quarterback a little bit, throw some screens. That's really all I can find that they could do.
Yeah, I think the one time they had a screen set up, like you said, Parker LaFrance came out and made a great tackle. Otherwise, it may have gone for some yardage.
It looked wide open.
So we may see that. I wouldn't be surprised when you have in this kind of a game. I don't know if they've moved Eli Bradford to permanent wide receiver, but he played quarterback against EL. Whether we might see a change at quarterback, and I'm not saying Milliken isn't doing the job. I'm saying they're not gonna win this game. It's 31-0.
Right.
But they could make themselves give them some confidence for next week. Maybe by bringing in the young kid, because he's the person somebody's gonna have to play next year.
Right. That's true.
Milliken's a senior, and so again, I'm sure that's one of the things that the Bangor coaching staff they've got players. We can see them across the field. They've got kids in groups and coaches, position coaches are talking to their kids about things that they've seen and so on. And really one of the things that's for them is a little discouraging is Oxford Hills had their way offensively.
Oh yeah, and that's a very discouraging.
The jet sweep. Mm-hmm. The fake of the jet sweep and a pass. Mm-hmm. The fake of the jet sweep.
The trap.
And a trap with a quarterback going opposite, or the tailback going right up the middle from pistol. So it's a combination of that 4-play series to both sides, and they haven't been able to cope with it. Mm-hmm. They haven't been able to stop the guy. What they're doing is kicking the contained person, whoever it is. Sometimes it's a linebacker. Sometimes they're trying to do it with the defensive back. Whoever it is, they're kicking that person out, running inside of it, and then cutting outside or back against the grain. So well-constructed offense by Coach Soren and his staff. And it's one of those days everything works. You put up your sheets for how you grade people and they're blocking whatever. Today's going to be a lot of good grades because they've had some good holes opened up and things have gone their way. I don't think there's any question.
Bangor's defensive line has had moments where they've looked really, really good and really dominant, but they just can't, do it consistently.
Not able to sustain it. They've had good play several times. They've probably had 5 or 6 plays where they broke through and either put tremendous pressure on Carson and/or sacked him and stopped the running game. The problem is they haven't been able to stop the things off the edge at all, and that has set up everything else. once they haven't been able to stop the things on the edge, all that other series that we've talked about is wide open.
Yep.
So I didn't check for other scores. I'll get on Twitter here while we're taking this break and see if I can come up with any other scores. These days there are a lot less Saturday games, quite frankly. But we've got, what do we have on the clock? We have, does that say 9 minutes?
9:40, yep.
So we've got 9 minutes on the clock. Let's take a 4-minute break here. We'll come back and do a little chitter-chatter before the half starts. So we're coming to you from the Spectrum Healthcare Partners broadcast booth. This is 96.9 The Aux and MBR Radio. We'll be right back after this 4-minute break.
When you're hurt at work, at home, or on the field, you may think you only have two choices.
Visit the ER or wait weeks for an appointment with a specialist.
But who has time to wait? We know you don't.
We get it. It used to be hard to get in here, but things have changed.
We know that when you're in pain, you want to see the right doctor right away.
Our patients are busier than ever, so we've made it easier to get quick access to specialized orthopedic care.
We now have 2 ways for you to be seen by one of our orthopedic specialists on your time: spine access and ortho access.
If you've got back or neck pain, call us at 1-855-96-SPINE to schedule an appointment with Spine Access. You'll see one of our orthopedic spine specialists within 24 hours.
And Ortho Access is now open in Portland and Auburn for walk-in orthopedic care for recent injuries, pain, sprains, and strains.
So whether you suffered a fracture on the field or experiencing new sudden onset back pain, we'll see you now.
Life doesn't pause when you're in pain. We understand that you want to keep up. Don't stay sidelined from making some of life's best memories. Visit the orthopedic specialists at Spectrum Healthcare Partners. We're here to keep you out there. Winter People Athletics creates custom athletic apparel, including team uniforms and spirit wear. They support team sports programs by offering a variety of clothing and other merchandise which can be personalized with team logos, player numbers and names, and various other options. They can also provide innovative custom screen printing and embroidered apparel to create fun and engaging fan and booster items to sell for your team fundraising efforts. Call Steve Haynes, Athletic Apparel Consultant, at 869-6019 or online at winterpeople.com.
We are back. Class A North battle between the Bangor Rams at 1-2 and the Oxford Hills Vikings at 2-1. And the Vikings, Tasker Winslow, my sidekick here, this is Dave Wing, have looked like an offensive machine.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. They've been able to do whatever they wanted all day.
They've been able to run the ball. They've run the jet sweep and all the machinations off in it. And when they wanted to pass the ball, the receivers, Lushka caught a 30-yard touchdown pass, something like that. They've been able to do what they wanted. I think the second half will be interesting. When does Coach Soren start to make substitutions? If he does, does Bangor do anything differently, either offensively and defensively? Do we see a different quarterback, a different running back, or something where, again, it probably isn't going to make a difference in the final score, but what it will do is maybe get somebody ready for later in the season or even for next year. So that Coach Morris of Bangor knows how to coach. He's a 5-time defending state champion in baseball, and so he certainly knows what he needs to do. We're going to get ready near the end of the game to pick the Goodwin Chevy Player of the Game. We got a lot of candidates. Luchka is a candidate. I think Colton Carson. Of course, my son always says, Dad, he was a lineman and a defensive end. Dad, you guys always pick backs. Well, it's hard. If we just watch the line, that would be one thing. Now, when I watched him play, I ended up watching the line, which was pretty fascinating. When you think about you're going to watch him, how did he do on that play? Did he block his person? How did he do defensively, and so on. So tell me about when you played here. What's the best play you made personally playing defense? Intercepted a pass, ran it for touchdown, broke up something.
I never had a pick six. Never had a pick six, but last year in our playoff game, the quarterfinals against Portland, we were down 1 touchdown, and they threw a fade. I was one-on-one man coverage with the guy, and I had a nice interception, hoping that would turn it around and we could go down and score, but we couldn't move the ball. But it was a good play by itself.
Felt good, huh?
Yeah.
Now you were there when how long did they since they started using Huddle, the program where everybody can get the
I'd
film
say
2 seconds after the game's over.
It's been there as long as I can remember. I've been watching Huddle since I was in middle school.
Excuse me. It's great innovation, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. And the best what Coach Soren does is he'll go through and he'll pause it, and you can pause it and then make a note. So when it gets to that point in the video, it'll stop. Your note will pop up, and then you can just hit the spacebar again, and it'll start playing and go to your, keep going. Then when you have another, you can circle things, put arrows, draw, all that stuff, and it automatically pops up. So he can give us each notes without having to, go over it with us. He just puts it on there, and then it comes up with his notes on our, phone or tablet, laptop, whatever it is.
I've asked each of the coaches when I go around and interview them each week, do you watch films with your kids and so on and so forth? It's more do than don't. But one of the coaches did say, look, I can put my notes on Huddle. They can all watch it at home.
Yep.
I'm not going to badger them in front of the rest of the team, that kind of thing.
Right.
I use that as an educational tool for the other guys.
Yeah.
Okay, now notice here, our defensive back is lined up here. This is why you got the interception. So it's a coaching tool.
Yeah.
But again, everybody sees it a little bit differently, and depends on how that goes. So we are 36 seconds away from getting ready for the second half kickoff. We talked about, I don't know that Oxford Hills needs to do much different. You made some points about Bangor, maybe it's a couple of quick hitters. I said maybe really concentrate on the ground game. I mean, so they have to kick. See if you can establish a running attack for next week. and get a little confidence going in the running attack.
Yeah.
A lot of times this time of the game, you might take your team down to the other end, just like pregame, and run a play and walk and talk how you might change the blocking.
Yeah.
Say that, Carson's coming on the safety blitz. You got to look for that offensive back, or you've got to, coach up those kind of things.
Yeah, because that's one thing about pregame planning is, you can practice this play against your own defense. Your two's playing as the other team's defense, and you can show it with X's and O's, but players from other teams don't run plays like X's and O's. There's always going to be.
And they do things that you weren't quite expecting.
Right.
The tackle, instead of lining head up, he's lined on the inside shoulder. Oh, we weren't looking for that. I used to have the line up offensively and say, where are they lining up? And everybody would tell you, he's on this shoulder, that shoulder, so you could construct your plays. Well, we're ready for the second half. We're coming here from the Spectrum Healthcare Partners broadcast booth. This is Central Maine Community College Hammond Lumber Game of the Week. At the end of today's game, we will pick the Goodwin Chevy Player of the Game, and we've got some candidates so far already. So Bangor will be kicking off. So I couldn't tell by the initial kick whether it was Bangor won the toss and decided to take the ball, which wouldn't be bad to keep it away from Oxford Hills, but we'll see. This is, well, I don't have his number for the guy kicking off. It's number 80, and he's not listed in the program.
Must be a soccer player they brought in.
Boy, he's a good kick. Bonang takes it back, way back inside the 10, and they've got some good coverage. Oh, he breaks away, gets through that first line, makes another great cut. Oh, just gets cut down by number 25 for Bangor. That is James Fahey, a sophomore, just knocked him down. Looks like he might have got hit right on the thigh. He's limping a little bit, so
yeah, a little bit of a dead leg.
Keep an eye on that, whether or not they try to get some ice on that and keep him out, or what they're going to do. So there's a holding penalty on Oxford Hills, so they're going to take this one back. So all that excitement for naught. So
what a great return, though.
Yeah, that was a great return. The first guy thought they had him, and he made a nice little cut. Once you get by that first line, boy, that makes a tremendous difference to get into open field. So Oxford Hills is going to be backed up to the 15-yard line. That is a very costly. Instead of having the ball out at the 40, you're going to have the ball at the your own 15. So Colton Carson with LaFrance. He's got trips to the right. He's going to start right out with a quick slip screen. And J.J. Worcester is going to get a first down, I believe. See where they mark it. Yep. They're going to mark it at the 26-yard line. Sorry, 27-yard line.
That's a big boy to be throwing a quick screen.
Yeah, quick screen. It looks like a freight train. If we get time, I'll tell you my experience of playing defensive back. As you know, I was a quarterback, but the first game of my high school career, I actually started as a sophomore at defensive back.
Yeah.
Ugly. I'll tell you what happened in a minute here. So we got double splits on both sides. Carson gonna quarterback draw.
Ooh.
He's gonna get a first down and more. He's gonna pick up about 18, no, almost 20 yards. Yeah, my experience was we were playing Westbrook. I played at Brewer. And they said, look, they're gonna fake one way and they're gonna come the screen pass coming right at you, and they're gonna do it wide. It's a wide screen. When those guards keep coming, you can't just get blah, blah, blah. Well, sure enough, here it comes. I can see it coming. The guard looks like a house to me. He runs right over me for a touch. They run a touchdown. Yeah, that was my last play of defensive back. Carson in the gun. First down on the 46-yard line of the Vikings. Straight up read to LaFrance. Boy, he got a couple of tough yards, maybe 4 yards up inside. Host of Bangor Rams in on the tackle. I got to say, even when I saw them against Edward Little, they did not give up. It didn't look like a team that said, yeah, go ahead, run another touchdown. No, they were fighting all the way through. Emerson Brown checks into the backfield. Buchka is going to come out this way along with Johnny Pruitt. Split out this side. Carson in the gun. Motion by Luchka. They're going to hand it to him. They got some leakage. Oh, but he breaks away from it. And he's going to be tackled after all that pretty much at the line of scrimmage. Looked like it was going to open up for some big yardage.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of first it looked like he was going to get tackled for a loss. Then it looked like he was going to break it, and then it kind of kept going back and forth. But he was finding holes to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is 96.9 The Ox and MBR Radio. Dave Wing alongside Tasker Winslow, former defensive back for the Vikings. This is homecoming, folks, and there's a great crowd here. Not much of a crowd from Bangor, but I kind of understand that, I guess.
Long drive.
So we got trips, yeah, long drive, and so Carson's going to keep it coming to the left. He snakes around. There's another penalty flag. Boy, penalties have actually hurt Oxford Hills. It's holding again. It's hurt them in their consistent offense. I mean, and as it is, they've scored 31 points in the first half, but they've had trouble, maintaining that consistency, which will drive the.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it'll do? This would be a nice big win, but they're just enough mistakes like that they can rant and rave and push everybody hard next week.
Right.
What do they have next week? Do you remember?
Next week, I actually don't remember. Do we have a schedule in here somewhere?
I don't have it right next to me.
I was looking right at where that penalty was called when it was, and the only reason he called a hold was because the defensive lineman got pancaked.
Yeah.
He was on his back on the ground, and refs, just because he's on the ground, it was a good block doesn't mean it was.
So
it was
third
holding.
and about 17. Carson, he's got doubles on both sides. Going to drop straight back. He got tipped by number 74 for Bangor. That is Bailey Peterson. Boy, he came in, 54. Only out by 20. Ezra Hermanego, he got that hand up and looked like a drag to the tight end coming across J.J. Worcester, and boy, he had some open space if they got it to him. So I think for the first time today,
Bangor's got some momentum.
The Vikings going to have to punt, and it's Luchka. Back for Bangor is Neal and number 21, Johnny Lyon. Luchka going to try to kick it away. No, it's picked up. And he squirts forward. That's Lyon to the 36-yard line, 37-yard line of Bangor. So, really, maybe the best field position Bangor's had all day with 8:35. Now, remember, the rule is if Oxford Hills scores again before Bangor does, it's running time.
Yep.
It only stops for penalty or a score. So, we wouldn't say we're wishing for that, are we? We enjoy doing this, don't we?
Yeah. I mean,
I do know when you're doing a night game and you got to get home at 12:15.
Yeah.
Running time doesn't hurt your feelings much.
Going down to Sanford last week,
yeah.
that was a long
so
ride
Milliken,
home.
I formation, Neal in the eye. Here's the handoff to him. Again, boy, a lot of leakage, and he was down. The ball came squirting out, but he was down. I got to be honest with you. This is a tough game to play tailback in against this team.
Yeah.
They are all over the Bangor offense, and
this defensive line. And
you like to run the ball. You want to show that you can run. You're tough and whatever. But boy, they're getting pounded.
Yep.
So 2nd down and 9 with 8:04 to go here in the third quarter. Oxford Hills homecoming. Milligan. Oh, and he's tackled from underneath. Who is the tackle that got there? That was a great play.
It looked like it was Austin Dowdy and Parker LaFrance in there.
Yeah, and Emerson Brown, too. He came in from his linebacker spot. Wow, that was I didn't see anybody coming. All of a sudden, he was in a pile.
Yeah.
Just happened in a hurry. So Bangor now kind of remnants of the first half. It's going to be 3rd and 16 or 17. Not what you want if you're trying to make a comeback. I mean, really, let's face it. What they're really trying to do is get some first downs, create a little bit of a drive going here. I mean, they only have, think about it, they only have a couple first downs.
Right.
If that. Think about it. So, tough. So, double splits on both sides. Milliken going to hand the ball back inside, and nothing doing. The Oxford Hills defense is all over it. That was Gabe Higgins, nothing doing. He didn't, matter of fact, he lost yardage. So it's going to be 4th and 18 now. So Colton Emerson going to come in to kick. Bonang back for deep for the Vikings, and LaFrance up a little shorter in case it's a short kick. Here's the snap. Last one was blocked. It's a line drive, ugly looking thing. Only makes it to the first down marker.
Not even the first down marker.
Not even. Well, I was trying to be kind.
Yeah.
I forget they can see it on TV there.
Right.
So it's going to be Oxford Hills ball on the right hash mark at the Bangor 47-yard line. Here comes Carson. He's got Luchka. He has Pruitt out there. He's got J.J. Worcester. He's got number 64, Austin Sanborn at tackle. And Luchka looks like he might be coming in motion. No, yes he is. There he comes. And it's a fake, and right up the middle with a nice block by his tackle. Carson works around one man. He's going all the way up the sideline. He's out of bounds on way back. I thought he's out of bounds at the 10. He's out of bounds at about the 18. Number 74, Austin Dowdy, made a great block downfield to spring him. He blocked one of the linebackers.
And the wide out to that side, Alex Turner, he had a nice block there to give Colton a little bit more room. But that's one of those things when you're that tall and you wear a size 15 cleat. It's kind of hard to tiptoe the sideline.
Yeah, giving those away, I'll tell you. So Emerson Brown back in. Carson, here's Luchka. They're going to fake it to him. There's the counter back inside. He's going to go all the way to the touchdown. Emerson Brown. That was, again, off that same look.
Pretty much identical to the touchdown he scored earlier.
I think it was the same thing. It was fake of the jet sweep, and they hand it to him on it's when you come down to it, what it is, it's the old wing T counter, where they fake one way, they pull the guard, trap opposite, bring the running back through, and it's a touchdown. And the kick by Luchka is good. With 6:03 to go, it's 37-0. The Oxford Hills Vikings. This is 96.9 The Ox and MBR Radio. We'll be right back after this quick message.
Falmouth Orthopedic Center. Central Maine Orthopedics. OA Centers for Orthopedics. All playing on the same team. Maine's top orthopedic practices have joined forces for more efficient and affordable orthopedic care. Introducing Spectrum Orthopedics.
Scintillating run by Emerson Brown makes the score 37-0 with 5:53 to go here in the
38.
38, sorry. I forgot about the extra point. And Oxford Hills kicked off the Bangor. Bangor returned the ball to their own 27-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 here for the Rams. Milliken coming back. Zach Milliken, the senior quarterback. Coming back, see if they can't get something started. Starter's still in for Oxford Hills. He may be going to give them the third quarter. So 2 tights, I formation. guard trap, and boy, he got nothing out of that. They didn't block anybody. Matter of fact, they lost yardage. You know, the idea of a guard trap is a quick hitter, and usually could get some yardage because people run by it.
Right, looked like a mix-up in the backfield there.
Yeah, when he turned, it looked like he might have been on the wrong side.
Yeah.
2nd and 12 now for the Rams. We're coming to you from the Spectrum Healthcare Partners broadcast booth. This is the Central Maine Community College Ham and Lumber Game of the Week, and it's homecoming. A lot for the crowd to cheer about, although they're pretty quiet right now.
Yeah.
They're all cheered out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we got splits on both sides. Milliken in the gun. He drops back. Here's a receiver to the outside. It's Neal. He catches the ball, tries to spin inside. Oh, he fights hard for it. He's close to a first down. He's going to be about a yard short, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Rams. Boy, I'll tell you what, they haven't had many of those. That was a nice looking play. The outside receiver went down and in, and he went out.
Quick out, yeah.
So they're going to line up same formation, and they're going to hand it inside, and he's going to get the first down. That is number 22, Matt Trueworthy. So first down for the Rams. And I'll tell you what, count them up, because I think that's only about the 2nd or 3rd one, maybe.
Yeah.
So they're going to go with the same formation. Look like they've found something they want to do. Gabe Higgins is in the backfield with Milliken.
They've got quite a few subs in for the Vikings defense.
Vikings starting to bring some kids in. Milliken under pressure. He throws it, and it's intercepted by number 79, and he does not want to be brought down. Trip the tackle. There's a lot of cheering going on. It came right in his breadbasket.
That's got to be the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Isn't it? Look at him. He is so excited. And what a day to get it on homecoming. It came right to him. He ran over about 3 people after the interception. That was great.
Wow.
That was great. So the Vikings get the ball. Another break on the Bangor 37-yard line with 3:21 to go and time running. It's running time after 35. The score is more than 35 different. Trips to the left. Carson in the gun. He's got LaFrance with him. Here's the handoff to LaFrance. He's going to try to come wide. He gets a great block outside by Luchka. Oh, and he breaks away and still running, going out of bounds. Yannick Luchka with a great block. He got inside of his defender and blocked him to the outside. LaFrance caught up inside, then outside for the first down to the Bangor 20-yard line. So a 17-yard gain. Gotta like that.
Oh, yeah.
Good team offense. Those wide receivers, they like to carry the ball in the jet sweep, but, boy, they're vital when you want to run their way.
Well, he can now say that he has as many interceptions as I did my senior year.
Yeah, well, there you go. See, hey, you're in the books together.
Right.
There's the fake of the jet sweep. Brown, oh, he runs over the safety. I think he might be hurt, the kid from Bangor. He lowered his shoulder and ran right over him. Whew, baby.
That was a big hit.
He's down about the 5-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal on the 5. The player that's down, is that 23?
25.
25, James Fahey, the sophomore. He came up to make the tackle, and I'm not sure the shoulder pad maybe hit him right in the face mask.
Yeah,
he looked a little dazed right now. Yeah, the coach is saying, your neck feel all right? And he's sitting up now and looks like he's going to be ready to go. But, boy, that was textbook. You don't want kids to put their head down, but you want them to put their shoulder down, keep their head up.
Right.
So, 1st and goal from the, did I say 5? How about the 7 or 8? It was more like the 8. I got a little carried away.
Looked like he made it down to the 5.
Yeah, didn't it? Again, LaFrance inside. Nothing doing there. Picked up, well, I shouldn't say that. He picked up about 3. So 2nd and goal from about the 5. The crowd's a little more subdued. Maybe they got too much cotton candy, you think?
I don't
know. Do they have cotton candy?
They must.
See it.
They must have cotton candy somewhere.
I didn't see it, but They got a lot of fries. I've seen a lot of people in the stands wolfing on the fries. Trips to the right. Couple of substitutes in there. Carson's still running the show. It's a handoff to LaFrance. He's going to try to get outside. Oh, again. Oh, they're going to call. They're going to call a hold on number 30, Ty LeBlanc. It looked like a pretty good block, but they called it a hold. So going to bring it back. I'll tell you what, this is when you want to be in charge of the concessions because you're going to make some money today.
Yep.
You say the word homecoming, people have to eat. It's
Yeah.
a rule.
Right.
It's a rule, right? How many dogs have you had already today? None?
I haven't had any hot dogs, but I had a grilled cheese.
He had a grilled. When they asked us what we might want, he asked for a grilled cheese sandwich. I was shocked. Guys your age usually ask for a cheeseburger. You know?
Oh, come on. I love grilled cheese.
My kids, when they were little, they anytime we asked them, they always wanted grilled cheese.
Yeah. By the way,
second and goal from the 14-yard line. Trips to the right. Going to take the snap. He's going to hand it to LaFrance anyway. Oh, he cuts inside, and he's gone all the way. A 14-yard touchdown by LaFrance. Parker LaFrance.
See, they went right back to the same play.
Yeah.
And that's something I've learned to call ball don't lie. And that's something I heard ball from one of my friends, Chris St. Pierre, and his older brother would say it a lot. And you say there's a foul or something like that, and they miss the free throws, and it wasn't a foul. The ball doesn't. And that right there was a good. Don't see it in football, but
Luchka, high snap, nice hold, and that kick is good. Oferio was the holder. He made a nice play because it was a hot. So it's 4-0 with 41.7 seconds here, third quarter. I thought it was 4 minutes. It can't be 4 minutes. Can it? We're going to take a quick second break. We'll be right back. This is 96.9 The Ox and MBR Radio.
From the front office staff to the medical technicians and the doctors, we're all playing on the same. Discover Spectrum Healthcare Partners and the power of integrated specialty care.
Coming at Oxford Hills, short kick. It's going to be taken at the 25-yard line by Eli Bradford. Eli Bradford. He's going to take it out to the Bangor 20, 30. Well, they're wandering around here. Where is it? 35-yard line. Yeah, Eli Bradford, who was the starting quarterback, part of that game against Edward Little to start the season. He's now been playing wide receiver. Oop, he's coming over. Is he going to get the play? No, Milliken's still a quarterback. The way he was going over, I thought he was going to get the play. So Zach Milliken, that's the end of the third period. Zach Milliken has been the quarterback the whole way here. So after 3, it's Oxford Hills 45, the Bangor Rams nothing. This is Class A North football here from Hills homecoming. Dave side Tasker Winslow. We'll be right back after this 30-second break.